Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to all of you. And my dear traders, I'm highly awaiting for today's stream. I welcome you behalf from the financial analyst team, and I'm so good to see you. We are meeting after a complete week. I have few things to share with you, but then let me know in the comment section how was your week, how was your week performance. Today we'll be talking about financial market, as we always do. We talks about the financial market, the functions, what are the major trading advices that I can share with you, in my opinion. So today's stream again will be completely dedicated on. We'll be talking about the financial market, and based on that, we'll be talking about fundamental analysis. What are the trading ideas that we can share? Although in the last week, if you remember, I have shared some bits, some tips regarding the variation in the price of a lot of assets. It include the price variation in Brent. It is also variation in gold and the Bitcoin. The analogy that we have applied, we will try to figure out what would be more trading advices that I can share with you in today's stream. The stream is completely dedicated on the market analysis, the forecast that we will be making, and what changes the market had in the last week, and what are the substantial changes the market will be doing in this week. So we will be talking about those in much broader manner. Guys, let me know in the Acha, if you have any questions that you may seek an answer for. The comment section is all dedicated to you. We'll be talking about those. Whatever difficulty you faced in the last week, you can let me know in the comment section. Your feedbacks matters a lot to us. Based on your feedback, we'll try to understand what your situation is, and we will try to rectify it. And what sort of feedback, if you want to give, like let's just suppose in future, what sort of changes do you prefer Olymptrade should be making in the platform, and you want to basically use that specific feature, may it be any specific indicator, oscillators, any specific payment method of your choice. The comment session is all yours. To all the new traders, guys, my name is Akash Malhotra. Dear traders, I'll be your financial analyst for today's session. As we all meet once in every week, I'm very fancied and fascinated by the fact that once in every week, when we gather each around, we share our thoughts, what our market analogies. And let me know in the comment section how many of you did you followed my analysis in the last week, and whether the analysis was able to benefit you to some extent. I'll be more than happy to see your comment. I think we have few comments. Mr. Short said, hello, hello, sir. Good evening to the stream. Mr. Arjun ji said, good evening, sir. Please can tell the next price action on USD JPY. We will be creating an hypothesis on the same. Mr. Arjun, thank you very much for your comment and joining today's stream. Guys, the analysis that we do, these are based on my analysis. The trading, it's been close to 6 years that I'm working here with Olymptrade as a financial analyst. So if you try to copy my trades, you are acting at your own discretion, right? So be very careful. We will do analysis and we'll try to find a good moments in the market. And your feedbacks matters a lot to us. Mr. Serbal, okay, Mr. Serbal is recently I was having conversation with him. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Serbal. Thank you. So let's start with the market analysis. As I told you, today's session will be dedicated into the two half. The very first session will be talking about what recently had happened in the financial market, and in the very next 15 minutes, that means the second half, we'll be talking about what could be the potential entry points on which we can build a good amount of profitability. So thank you very much once again. Welcome to the stream, and I'm your host, Akash Malhotra. Let's begin. Guys, dear traders, there is one specific thing that I was closely monitoring about. If you remember, in the last session, we basically keep our analysis close to the price variation on Bitcoin. While I was having conversations with clients and I was gathering their feedback in the last week, there is this one specific thing that we're keeping a very closer look. If you'll see, I plotted some support and resistance level. Let me switch the graph to 30 minutes to give you more clarity in it. Okay, I think couple of more comments joined in. Mr. Nadimji, one of the best indicator of all experience. One of the best indicator is something selecting. Uh, it would be selecting an equipment which fits for all the situation. That's not never been the case, sir. because the markets never be the same. So therefore, we cannot completely dedicate on ourselves on one indicator. Although in case you want to do that, uh, I personally prefer relative strength index RSI. For I use it for three different periods, but sometimes for shorter variation I go ahead with RSI 7. For moderate term variation I go ahead with you know uh, RSI 14. Then I can use in conjunction with it SMA 200, close to 200, which gives me a clear cut picture in which direction the trend will be. मिस्टर इंडियन म्यूजिक जी सेठ सर मैंने एक ट्रेडिंग वॉलेट में पैसे डिपॉजिट किए थे बट डिपॉजिट नहीं हुए हैं एक ट्रेडिंग वॉलेट में सर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई रियली डू नॉट नो एक ट्रेडिंग वॉलेट मींस which is it like you made the deposit on Olymptrade. In case you made a deposit on Olymptrade and the funds are still not been credited into your trading account, that's completely fine. You can go to this help option here, go to support section, raise your concern to the support department, and we will make sure your query gets resolved at the earliest possible time. Mr. Jafar ji said, hello sir, RSI 50 close up trade and lose me. Sir, RSI 50 close up the trade and lose me. I didn't get your question, Mr. Jafar. If you can a little elaborate your question, I'll be more than effectively able to answer your question. Okay. So let's start with the last week analysis. And if you want to check, today is again one of the good days for me. I was able to generate close to, I think, 56%. Yeah, 60% per accuracy rate is what we will be having for today. These are my fixed time trade results. And these are the Forex trade which I was able to take some trade. And I also have one good things to share with you. There is this one specific asset which has been added in Alum trade. It's one of the closest one to the variation. Brent will be talking about that in much more broader manner. Stay tuned with the today's session because in today's session I'll be giving you my insights about the upcoming financial market. Mr. Selva Kumar, you said last week two withdrawals completed, but the amount is not received my bank account. So 8,000, 10,000 have fund sent credit successfully completed, but not credit in my bank account. Mr. Silva, unfortunately, this is another case which I have found out yesterday that there is another one client who faced the same situations. Our team basically sends the fund to your trading account, but sometimes what bank account, but sometimes what really happens is bank decline that amount and resend. But then our team will be constantly monitoring the situation. You can reach out to the support team. They will be definitely able to figure a way out of it. Don't worry, your funds are completely safe. I'm making sure that your query gets again resolved at the earliest possible time. Mr. Silva, if your query is not been raised, go to the help option. Make sure first of all the task should be raised. A task which will basically help us to resolve your query on priority. Let's begin. So since we for today's session we'll be talking about the financial market, let's have a very closer look on the Bitcoin. And let me know in the comment section how much profit were you able to make and which is your favorite trading strategy, guys. Let's start with Bitcoin. Now, if we recently have seen Bitcoin has broken all the recent records and reached to one of the highest level now that was something which basically fancied me a lot. The price went to 1,11,675. It's an amazing price, broken all the record. So what really was happening in the market, the potential was already built up. I'll show you my trades. How did I able to execute my trades on those ideas? If you'll see, first of all, I draw the support line. Now, when I draw the support line, I found this tail. This tail was an indication that there are buyers are present. So if you'll see, as soon as it went close to a lakh level, number of buyers increased at this particular price, which driven the market to the bullish sentiment. Then it established it at 1 lakh rupees per BTC, and this level acted as a good level of support. So we will check it how many times the price basically fluctuate at the same level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and close to 5. Not that close, but yeah, close to 5. So there are number of attempts, 4 attempts. So therefore, this price it has to act like a level of support because buyers are not letting the price to fall below 1 lakh level. Now, soon after that, what really happened, every time when the Bitcoin prices tries to break above certain level, what they do, they try to retest the level by reaching it multiple times. So on the very first instance, when the market started rising at this one particular price, again, this is all-time highest price I'm talking about. Watch this. So this one was the highest level. And this is the very first attempt the candle tried to breach above this level, but there were not many buyers. So what people do, as soon as the highest price reach, they try to sell their existing position because they want to capitalize on that moment. So they sell their existing position. As soon as a lot mega selling happened, again it came close to the support level. And we know for sure that the 1 lakh dollar per BTC will act as a great level of support, and it did act in the same way. This level acted as a very good level of support. I was able to raise, I think, one good trade in here. I basically closed my trade at the very shorter interval, but I think $500 was the amount as far as I remember. I took the trade on. Yeah, here we go. What's this guy? Exactly when the market started and then started recovering itself, we took the position, we make the money, and we left the market. Now here comes whenever any specific level gets broken, first time it tried to break above this level. See this huge gap, correct? It fall down. On the second attempt, we see a very shorter fall. That means here the buyers are accumulating to break this level once again. That was something I was very sure about. So I put some buying and selling trades, buy it, sell it. Again, I bought it. Here we go. Okay, so these are the shorting positions of mine. I took like I basically have shortened my position, reach the highest level correction, then again reach the highest level. And once there are a lot of buyers available, they basically driven the market in the bullish sentiments. And that's where the market started rising. We able to make the profit since it able to reach the highest level. It cannot be there for a longer period of time. So the level which was acting as a level of resistance started acting as a level of support. And here is the $500 trade I basically have taken, I think, on last Friday. I was very sure the market will move. And here you can see the same level acted as a level of support. Now the prices are starting. So there is a close probability it will try once again to break up this level, but there will be a little momentum can go. And I think we have a lot of comments. Forgive me, I missed some of your comments. I'm very happy to read your comments and I'm very overwhelmed by it. Thank you very much. Mr. Jaffarji said, sir, RSI 50 say ऊपर तब man up trade T. I'm sorry, sir. It's very difficult for me to understand. Mr. Jaffarji, can you please write in a simple language? Forgive me about that. Mr. Vishalji said trio strategy is better. Indeed, it is. Trio is one of the best combinations of three different oscillators which have been using in conjunctions to find an entry point. It's a good strategy. That's great. What is the trading time that you are using, Vishalji? Rajatji said, my condition is too bad, lost everything. Now I'm in a position of. So I'm very sorry for this unfortunate incident, Mr. Rajat. First of all, you need to have a conversation with someone at least. And I do not really appreciate the words that you are using, Rajatji. As a trader, we have to, it's a complete cycle, right? Sometimes profitability, sometimes non-profitability. But if you are driven by emotional sentiment, it's very difficult to make profit in the financial market. I do make money, but I have to be like constantly reminding myself that this is the specific amount that I wanted to reach, and once I reach this amount, I close the trade. I would highly recommend you to reach out to the support team on priority. Have a word with your friend or colleague, and really do not appreciate the words that you're using. So this is highly negative words. I would highly recommend you to have a conversation, right? Because I believe every trader has an opportunity to recover his amount. It's only basically the factor that on which we emphasize on is on the knowledge. The more the knowledge you have, the higher the chances for you to make money in the financial market. But again, you have to know about the financial market. That's it. Knowledge is all the weapon, guys, you have. If you have advanced status, expert status, go to this help option. Have an exclusive conversation with the financial analyst. Go to the support and ask them to schedule your session. If you are advanced or expert status client, your session will be added accordingly. gain the statuses and reach the financial analyst, we will be able to create a customized plan for you. Based on that, we will see what sort of probabilities we have to do to make your trading results or increase your trading profit step by step, not in a day or two, but we will be able to help you to some extent to create a plan. And based on that, we will find a suitable time period for you for trading. I mean, 2 minutes, 3 minutes duration, whichever you are comfortable in. And then we will try to also diversify our funds not only in the fixed time trading but on the forex. Here we will be on the both the side. This is really unfortunate, Mr. Beast. I lost 2 lakh rupees. I lost 2000 rupees. Sir, this is very unfortunate situations that you guys are going through. Remember this. The very first thing, as a trader, do not get greedy. And the second most important thing, what is the reason? I wanted to know what is the time duration that you are using your trades for, and what sort of strategy were you using. Remember, every successful trader has a strategy. We need to have a strategy. Every single trade that I've taken on my trading account is completely based on the strategy. It's not possible to make every trade profitable, but following the martingale approach, you will be able to recover your amount to some extent. Mr. Arjun sir, please tell me the prediction on USD JPY. Sure, sir. I will be telling you in a minute. Tips for 5 minute trades. Uh, Okay. Since today's session is completely dedicated on Forex, I'll save last 5 to 10 minutes to share my insight about the fixed time trading. Although, if you are new in trading, please feel free to join Olymptrade Practice channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to Olymptrade, share it with your friends. As a fellow trader, I believe that as an investor, our objective is to capitalize on the market. But then, in order to capitalize on the market, we have to know how the market works. Once you know how market works, we will be able to find some sort of pinpoints, or we can say that some loophole in the financial market where we our entry could benefit us in more longer run. Mr. Sufyan ji, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let's get going. So first we had the conversation regarding Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has a chances to increase once again. Correct? It will try to hit again 1,11,000, but it will not gonna break in one stance. So the market will try to increase once again, and then it will fall down to some extent. So if you want to buy Bitcoin, we will have a with a very small stop loss. We can buy it like around 1.08. 20% stop loss value we will be selecting, and here we can put our sell position from here. Remember this, a long term position will be always on the buying side, but if you want to make money in the shorter run, scalping would be your way out of it. Very small stop loss and close to 20, 40, 50% take profit margin will be effectively helping you out on that. That's the first thing. Let's try to know about, sir. Sir are very persistent about USD JPY. Let's take a look on the USD JPY. Now the value of USD JPY has been completely deteriorating. Now here, if you'll see for a day, this is a trend line which I have drawn. Let me switch the graph to 4 hours for more clarity. Okay. Now, once this line was broken, the market basically tumbled down. USD JPY always often tends to buy from a level where it is near to the round numbers. 143, if you'll see, 937 is there, so that means it is close to 143. So there are chances that it can grow to some extent, but if we see the overall trend, it's the bearish sentiments. Now when the market is falling down, it is very difficult to buy your position. It's very difficult to buy your position because the market sentiments are completely on the selling side. So there is a possibility that the market can go close to, 142. If you see the round number again, it will act as a very good level of support. If the market falls down to 142, again a very small stop loss, and taking with the moderate multiplier of 100 to 150 will be considering a good option. Let me just draw a horizontal line to give you more context about this. Yep, here we go. Close to 140 level, a good level of buying. 142 level, a good level of buying. Okay. I think this has solved your question, sir. Mr. Arjun. I still will be sharing my insights. but right now it's close to 143, so probably a little level of resistance we will be able to see this. Again, a round number close to this level will act as a marginal level of support, a marginal level of resistance. But again, if the market follow itself close to 142, it would be a good opportunity for buying. Second thing is, if you remember, guys, in the last session we were talking about the prices of Brent, gold. So gold is working amazingly in our favor. So if you remember in the last session, I was talking about gold will try to push itself from a level of I think it was 3250 level. And once the level was broken, the market increased to the one of the greatest possibility of buying. Again, round numbers will act in the favor of gold. So whenever the value of gold decreases to 3200 level, 3300 level, uh, uh, 3100 level, these levels will act as a great level of level of support and resistance. If it is bottom, it would be a level of support. Second thing is, there are no conclusions taken by the Fed right now because of this month CPI consumer price index data was on the bearish sentiments, and even the PPI was red. So that means US inflation is basically curbing down, it is decreasing. Now when the inflation is decreasing, Fed will try to decrease interest rate, which can work in the favor of gold. So that means gold will, if there is an sound there is an announcement from Jeremy Powell that the Fed interest rate will be decreasing, gold is one of the safest haven on which there is a high probability for market to increase. That's the one thing. Gold has the highest chances of rising if the Fed. I want you to read about this article. You can read this economic calendar. Specifically on this week, there are not major economic news events. So there will be preliminary GDP data released there, but it won't be hampering the performance of the market to extent. Now, if you do not know about these economic calendar, let me know in the comment section. We will have a dedicated session on that. I need your feedback about this. So how many of you basically need this? And we will have an exclusive session. So Fed interest rate decisions will be taken on 18th of July. So it's a little long journey. As of now, there is no confirmation yet. As I told you, this week there are not many economic news events. So yeah, you can hold your position for the longer time. But one of the okay, I forget to tell you about this. RBNZ. This is one of my favorite data to trade on. One of my favorite data. So Reserve Bank of New Zealand, it will be decreasing in its interest rate decision. That's it. And now you will have one good trading advantage right now. Just stay with me. So Reserve Bank of New Zealand, once in couple of months or once in a month, they revise their interest rate decisions. I will have an exclusive session why the interest rate decisions are be taken. So if you click on Reserve Bank of New Zealand interest rate decisions, you will have an amazing trading opportunity on 28th of March, exactly at 7:30 a.m. In the morning. This is according to GMT plus 5:30. You can select the GMT according to the region where you have joined the session from. But on Reserve Bank of New Zealand, you will see one of the biggest scandal. I'll give an example. So let's just select Reserve Bank of New Zealand, and here we will see that what Reserve Bank of New Zealand plays an important role. Here I wanted to show you one of the candles. So let's take a random data. We'll take example of February 18, right, where the interest rate was close to 4.25% and it turned out to be 3.75%. So there is a close to 5.5% decrease in the interest rate. Guys, this idea will help you out in fixed time trading. Remember this, even in Forex, this is humongous opportunity that you will be having. What's the opportunity? On 28th of March, exactly at 7:30, you will see one of the biggest candle. So in order to make profit on this, you should know in which direction the market has the highest possibility to move. I usually take a trade in whichever direction the very first candle goes. I usually often tends to follow that momentum. But in case you want to know, you have to check the previous data to analyze whether the market will be increasing or decreasing based on the previous analytics. It's not confirmed that the market usually follow the previous analogy, but we will try to understand what can happen because of this and what sort of impact we expecting for the market. Let's take an example on February 18. So for February 18, we'll select a February 18. Here, this is just an example, and this is a trading idea, guys. Have a closer look on this. Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Okay, so that means it is GMT. I think according to Indian Standard Time, the data will be released on the next day, that is on February 19. Yeah, here we go. So exactly at 6:30, the data was released, and this time, I think on 20th, a couple of days after, a day after tomorrow, the data will be impacting. So let's see how the candle reacts. So on 19th of February, exactly at 6:30, we'll select any NZD pair. Now remember this impact. This will be an impact on every currency associated with NZD. Every currency. So we'll select any NZD pair. All right. We'll zoom out and we'll go to exactly the same date. I'm just showing you the candle what the market is expected to move on 18th or 19th of February. Here is the date, 19th of February. Okay. So we'll go to 19th of February, somewhere here. Can you see this? The market dropped like anything and then it recovered. If you look into any data before that, let's go into 26th of November. Again, let's go to 26th of November. 26, 27 for the IST, I believe. 27 November. Okay, somewhere here. Yep. Watch this. Exactly at 6:30, the market has seen impressive impulsive candle. This could have yielded close to, I think, 400 to 500% on a single trade. So watch this. Prepare yourself in whichever the direction the very first candle goes. We'll select a moderate value of stop loss and take profit. Once we make the money, we'll leave the market rather than staying in the market is one of the biggest impactful news events. So be ready for that. You can take the trade on OTC assets available exactly in the morning or even in Forex if you may prefer. These are the major market events for this week. Not many up there, but there is one event which is Reserve Bank of New Zealand interest rate decision. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. So Mr. Hamza ji said how to trade on any news like NFP. NFP is released once in every month on the very first Friday, exactly at 6 o'clock according to the Indian Standard Time. And if we let's calculate when the NFP will be released. I think on NFP first will be happening on, yep, on 6th of January, the non-farm payroll will be releasing. I will have an exclusive conversation with you on 2nd of June to give you more a periodic answer. How to trade on any news like NFP. As I told you, sir, we will have an exclusive conversation about this. Mr. Das said it's been more than a month. You guys don't give withdrawal. That's utterly not true. Sometimes what really happens, our team sends the money, as I told you, and your bank refuses to accept the funds. But then again, Olymptrade takes the full responsibility of the funds, and they basically give the entire amount into your trading account from its own pocket. Let me tell you from my experience, it's been more than 6 years for me. And as I told you, we will take full responsibility of your capital and will make sure the amount gets delivered into your trading account. Sometimes the communication between the financial department and the banks can take time, but I will make sure that your query gets resolved. You can hit the help option, go to the support team or request a call, and our team will be more than happy to assist you. You can, Mr. Manish, you can enter your trader ID, and once we have your trader ID, our concerned officials will be getting in touch with you, and they will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you very much for all of you guys to stay ahead with me. It was lovely having conversations with you. I wish you all the best. Have a great day ahead, and the next week I'll be coming up with four few more trading ideas. Have a great day ahead. Good luck in trading, and keep trading and keep profitable. Thank you very, very much for having me. My name is Akash Malhotra, and I'm signing off for today. Thank you very much, guys.